So we're back in Escape from Tarkov, and this time around we're going to talk about loot. What's the best place, where you can find the best military boxes and things like that. You should be getting yourself into the factory. This is basically the plan for it. So those are the sort of the silos, that's the rail track in the middle, and that's kind of the office building where most of the shooting goes on. That's an exit, and that's another exit over here. For the exit on number 7 there, you will need to have a key if you want to exit that way. But this kind of gives you a rough indication what the map looks like, and those things on the right there with the markers and things like that, they don't actually quite work just yet. But if I get into the game, we'll go ahead and cover all the military boxes and all the important loot where you can get yourself some cool loot and then escape with it before you get shot in the back by players or the AIs. Now let's go ahead and begin from this point, because this is going to be the easiest way for me to show you the map all the way around. You can have different kind of spawns for this, so you will have to find your way through this, but it's fairly easy to navigate once you get used to it. Now inside, down these stairs here, there's going to be the first looty box, and that's going to be all sorts of military loot, from flashlight to batteries to scopes to all sorts of cool stuff in there. You come upstairs, and then you will find on basically just above it 2 more loot boxes that you can loot. Then that's basically the office building just over here. Now in the office building, as soon as you enter just down the stairs, it's going to be another military box that you can find. Now importantly, inside and behind this doorway just to the left, you will find a gun. Now most of the times you will find a gun here. The gun will never have any ammo with it, so keep that in mind. Unless it's a shotgun, you can always carry a bit of buckshot with you. It's simple enough, and you can put it in your gamma container and you can have yourself some ammo if you didn't carry a gun coming in. Getting upstairs to the sort of office room. On the office room, you have the 4 little cabinets over there, the filing cabinets, so you can find all sorts of good stuff in there. There's a safe just under the desk. You got a couple of more jackets that you can search for, so you'll find food, you'll have keys, you'll have sort of drinks, all sorts of other stuff in there. You'll find a couple of mods here. Possibly you could find a weapon here as well. It does spawn one inside here. You'll find a little bit of loot there and a little bit of loot on the chair. And that's kind of it for this room. Now, again, for this room, you will need to have a key, and that's going to be one of the keys that you can carry in your gamma container, so you're not going to lose them even if you do die. So you go ahead and get yourself inside. Now, this room, again, has the possibility of it having a full weapon with mods and everything on it. All you have to do is pick it up. If it usually does spawn, it will spawn on the ground right in front of you. Then you also have a couple of shelves there with some mags and things like that, and you'll find some med kits and some other cool stuff that you could get yourself in there. Now if I go back into the room that I found the shotgun, basically this is just the other entrance. You'll have a lot of lockers around here. Most of these lockers will spawn grenades, they'll spawn medkits, they'll spawn all sorts of good stuff, so it's a good way for you to come in. If you go just outside the door, you have another box just over here that you can pick up, and this basically to our left here, which is exit number 3, I think it's called. Yep, that's 3. So from here you just go straight towards the next loot, which is going to be just that little fence that's crashed there, so you can just jump over it, and that's going to be another box just over there. So you can pick up a bit of loot from here, and also there's 2 boxes that we just missed because we had to come all the way around to jump over that thing, and there's 2 more loot boxes over here. So if I were to go back again to the same spot that I came from, it's nice and easy. You just get yourself some loot there, jump over this, and then you also have, just to the sort of right here, you also have a couple of more of these sort of lockers where you can find some good loot, and there's another room to my left which is locked and you'll need a key, but not really a lot of good stuff in there. I've never really found anything that good, so I don't think it's worth carrying an extra key just for that room, because you'll just find kind of medium, low end sort of stuff. Another box over here, again another locker over here. It's going to be fairly easy to pick up some loot inside. I call this the green room because it's got some chem lights in there and it's all green. And then from this one, you come back and you basically get back to the starting point. So once you get to the starting point, now you have a choice. You filled out with loot. You can either go back to exit number 3, which is basically the exit that everybody sort of takes, and that could possibly be camped, could possibly be people sort of wanting to extract that way. But another way you can do is come back to this entrance, and as long as you have a key for it, this is the sort of factory emergency exit key. I think this is what it's called. You come this way and you can just exit this way, and it's going to be a little bit more safe-ish for you to get out some loot. So that's it for me for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Now you know where to find yourself some loot. There's going to be some Scav mode coming on next week, so look out for that. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.